again, YouTube. This is Dr.Kendo back with some Scribblenauts Unlimited. And what I like to do for my commentaries is take item requests from the subscribers, and then I create them here on Scribblenauts. And so as you can see, I'm placing a black hole because I have a very unique request coming from the Cubist, who asked, make a black hole with Slender Man looking like he's controlling it. So what I've got here is I've already got a pre-made Slender Man that I've done some work on and everything. I basically just created a man and put this suit on him and used an egg for the head. And so I'm resizing him right now because I remembered, hey, Slender Man is, very tall. And so obviously that little shadow right there next to what I'm editing is Maxwell's shadow, i.e. the character that I play as. And so you saw that people react to him as like a demon or whatever, and I've made him have the devil's like voice. And I'm going to give him some damage just in case he needs it. But I've got him set up with some unique behaviors, like I guess if he sees people, he's going to like follow them, which is funny because in Slender, he follows you. And so it says follow human. And what else? And so to make it look like he's controlling the black hole, we have to go to the scripting tool. And so it says when this object sees an object, I want it to play an animation. And so when he sees an object, I've got it set up to basically do absorbance or science fiction. That was basically what black hole came out to, because you can't exactly make it do black hole only, but then he will play an animation. And so what I've done is fiddle, like mess with, And so what it is he's going to keep fiddling basically with the air in front of him when he sees a black hole. So it'll look like he's controlling it, just like the Cubist was asking for. And so one other thing about Slender Man is here, as you can see that I made his head an egg and I got the suit on. And I'm trying to color the tie. I believe his tie was red, if I remember correctly. So there we go. We've got all the tie colored red. We're going to go ahead and save this. We got Slender Man. You can search for him in Punctuation Plaza and you'll get many, many, many results. So let's place Slender Man on the field here. There he is fiddling. He's the wrong way though. Okay, now he's a little bit better now. Okay, and we'll put him closer to the black hole like this. So there we go. It looks like he's controlling the black hole, right? Am I right? We can't get him to be too close because then the black hole will suck him up. But hey, that looks sweet. So there's Slender, and now he's trying to like follow me around. He wants to fiddle with me. I'm scared. It's Slender Man. It's just like in Slender. And I should have made him like run away from light or flashlights or something. And so why don't we go ahead and move on to a request from German Freak, and that's spelled German, of course, and then FR43K. And so he's asked for a Keyblade that can act like a boomerang, and then Jektho. I'm guessing that's like Jekt, from Final Fantasy. It's or Jektho. But anyway, Jektho just asked for a Keyblade in general. So we're going to do both of those, the Keyblade that does the boomerang actions, but then also just the regular Keyblade that is like a Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts. So obviously you can see that I have started off with a key here. That's kind of obvious and everything. And so, I'm just going to kind of play around with some things. I'm thinking that maybe handle will work. I mean, I've never typed handle before, so here's this, and we're going to color the handle the correct colors and everything, because the Keyblade basically has a yellow, I guess, holster or handle, I should say. More so it's a handle, I guess, around it, around the bottom of the key. So I'm probably going to need 3 handles, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to need 4 handles to go all the way around, and obviously the key needs to be changed the color, but first I'm just kind of doing this handle. The key is not bronze. The Keyblade is actually silver. And so these handles are looking okay. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like the Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts or whatever. I don't think I'm going to get it to look exactly like that. But if we can kind of just get the actual key that's under there, if we can kind of get that bottom layer covered, it'll look a lot more accurate, I think. So if I can just kind of arrange these handles to go all around it and take up the bottom space, that should be good. So let's see. We're going to color it silver. And I know that the Keyblade has like a little dot or a square basically right above that yellow part of the handle and everything, and that dot is blue, but it's just a small dot that kind of just fits, and it is, I guess, just a little ornamentation, if that's a word, to make it pretty or whatever. So let's color that blue, and we should be on our way. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And I want to make people, of course, the objects, will react to it as if it is not a key, but a sword. And so that should be good. And the audio, you can always change the objects that you're editing. You can change their audio. So I'm going to just make it blade. I don't really have any reason to do that, besides sword or whatever. And this thing is not as heavy as a calf, but heavier than a fox, right? I don't know. I guess it would be like a fox in your hand. I don't even know. I don't play Kingdom Hearts. I should play it, though. I think I would really enjoy it. But I want to make the settings, and then you have a weapons setting, and while we're setting the damage and everything, you can also set the type of attacking that it does. So I made it chop, which is basically what a blade would do. So here we got our Keyblade. So it's looking pretty fresh. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this operates like a Keyblade should, or whatever, basically use it like a sword. So, of course, I'm going to get out my usual test dummy. That would be Koopa! Poor Koopa. And so I'm going to attack him. Ow! He punched me. There we go. So it works. And Slender Man is watching on in awe, of course. And so I wanted to make a few edits really fast to that Keyblade. It looked like it moved really slow and whatnot, but we'll make it just a little bit smaller. But we're now going to move on to German Freak's Keyblade, where he wants it to act like a boomerang. So, of course, I have the source object here, which is a boomerang from Scribblenauts. So I just typed in boomerang, and then I went to edit it. And so now we need that key in here again. So, if we've got the key, we'll rotate it, and I'm going to try to get it to cover the boomerang as much as we can, because I don't obviously want that boomerang to show, and wow, that actually covers it quite a lot. So that's epic. And we'll do the same thing that we did with the Keyblade before, is, we'll use 4 handles that are colored yellow, and we got the silver, of course, coloring on the Keyblade part. And for it to act like a boomerang, I figured this would just be the quickest way to do it. I'm sure that maybe there's some kind of scripting that you can do. That would probably get pretty intense, because I guess you would have to make it come back when it gets thrown, or like recreate itself when it gets thrown. And this is a much easier and much less time-consuming way to do it. And it will look pretty sweet, because I think it will accurately act like a boomerang. And so I'm going to make this entire Keyblade a little bit smaller than the actual Keyblade that we use as a sword. And I am going to put the little ornamental dot there, but I'm going to keep it red to distinguish it from the blue normal Keyblade that's like a sword or whatever. And so I'm going to just call this the Keyblade Boomerang. And so here you can see our Keyblade Boomerang. I'm going to pick it up, and you can double tap somewhere to throw it just in midair, and it works. It works like a boomerang, so check that out. That's pretty epic! And so, I will show you again. I did this in the last episode, but I figure I might as well just show you again for anybody who's new coming to this, or anybody who just wants to see this. We're adding it to the Punctuation Plaza, which I already have, the blue shell, and a lot of the objects that I have created for my subscribers so far, like the minuscule dot that you can ride, or whatever. So I'm going to make the Keyblade available for you to download in Punctuation Plaza. So that's pretty sweet. So we've been playing on Edwin's Farm, which is the first level, actually, of Scribblenauts. It's the first level that you start out on, and I like this one specifically if you want to do things with a wide array of action. It's not cluttered up at all. It looks really good. It's a very wide open area. Not a lot is going on to distract you. And so we've got Slender Man, of course, still controlling this black hole. So what I want to do to end off the episode is I want to post it on Miiverse. And I've been trying to get a little bit more active with Miiverse, but I really have not been doing as much as I wish that I did do. So we'll go ahead and post a fun little screenshot of Slender Man here controlling the black hole while I'm holding the Keyblade. So it'll kind of be a 2-for-1 deal. And you can see there's other people who have posted here. Look at this person. They posted like a Kirby and Donkey Kong, and there's Sonic. And I will be featuring my own Sonic that I've created in the next Scribblenauts episode, so I hope that you guys are all looking forward to that, because I've had tons of requests for Sonic and everything, and everyone's saying, please, do Sonic. And so here we are posting mine. It says, look, a Keyblade and Slender Man. It's got the gaspy face. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.
Look ahead to the point of no return, to the rest of our lives as the spectacle begins. Been down the road of twists and turns, always anxious to see what's within. We can look ahead to the point of no return, to the rest of our lives as the spectacle begins.